One of my favorite topics, real estate. You can always determine where the economy is headed when it's doing well. Now, ladies and gentlemen, the economy must be doing well because the business of real estate, especially Coldwell Banker Murray and Pittsburgh Property Diva, has been spectacular. Her husband Klein is here as well. Lauren Klein, I'm going to tell you about that Pittsburgh Property Diva and where it's out of this world. Matter of fact, things coming up for her brand. And also, if you've ever thought about interior design and what you can do to spruce things up in your home, boy, have we got a guest for you. But it's time to get caught up with the Pittsburgh Property Diva, and you have been a little busy. Good morning.
I have been a little busy. Good morning. Always glad to be here. Before we get started, I have to wish my Nan, she's going to be 90 years old.
Oh.
Yes, next week, big party at my house tomorrow. So, Nan, happy birthday. I love you.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, 90, yes. And she went to Burbank, California last week to be on The Price is Right. Yay. Go, Nanny.
I'm trying to get out of Pittsburgh.
I know, right? Me too.
That's good for her.
Me too. So, Pittsburgh market, huge. I was expecting a slowdown in the summertime. Didn't happen.
Why were you expecting a slowdown?
I just was.
Because spring was so busy?
Spring was so busy, and there were so many things going on. And I last year, the year before, there's like a little dip, little rest period. Not this year. We have, I lost track of the number of closings we have in August. And I put 2 new listings on yesterday. So things are really still very, very busy in the Pittsburgh market. And I think it has a ton to do with how much our city has grown and how cool it is. People love it here.
They do love it here.
Yeah.
There's a number of reasons why. And obviously, from city living to the suburbs, it just seems to work. Now, the school year is beginning, so things should kind of slow down a bit. But obviously, once they get back, people are going to be thinking, okay, they're settled in. And for those of you who were just waiting for their kids to get back to school, are now going to be thinking about ramping it up. So what do you think about the late fall winter market looking ahead?
Well, I'm predicting, and I have probably at least half a dozen listings going on after Labor Day. So I have a whole set of sellers who are right now preparing for that second push in the market. The people who want to move before the holidays, move before the end of the year, and so they're busy right now getting their house ready for after that Labor Day weekend.
Let me just tell you why everything you're saying is spot on. I noticed the other day coming to work a new subdivision being built in and around where I live. And that's the first, other than single family homes that were being built through the years, maybe a half a dozen or so, something like that. But the first subdivision within the limits of Beaver County, that very visible location of the Beaver Valley Mall. So that tells me something that this just can't be something that we're thinking. It obviously is something that really is trending.
No, and all of those people who are building new construction typically do have houses to sell. So they're going to have to coordinate to close on their new construction house and sell their old house, and hopefully not have that transitional housing period in the middle. I have some people who go on the market and sell their homes way faster than they expected, but their new construction house isn't ready. So when we close on the old house, they have to go find some place to live. And moving twice is no picnic.
So what's your advice to prevent that?
Well, timing is everything. Timing is everything. It depends on where you are and what the market is like in your particular neighborhood or school district. And if you're you have great marketing, great photos, a great real estate agent, your house is probably going to sell quicker than you want it to. So maybe don't list it so soon. If your house isn't going to be ready until December or January, you probably want to wait a while. And it does depend on where you are. So I would be very careful, the new construction people who have to sell a house in order to purchase new construction. Just be real cognizant of timing unless you have a plan in place to go someplace while your house is being finished.
What's the typical timeline for new construction?
Well, it depends on the builder. If you're doing a custom build, sometimes it's a year. So you have a lot of time to plan and get yourself organized and settled. In, say, like the Ryan or Miranda, just depending on how many houses they have to build in a certain period of time. Usually they're done in about 4 months, 4 to 6 months, just depending on how many they have to build. So
these are nice houses too.
yeah,
I know.
Yeah, all different sizes and styles, and
But I also think the economy, and Ryan happens to be the development, which I'm very excited about having them in Beaver County. But you think of the price of lumber and what it's going for now, it's very reasonable. So I think that's one of the reasons why things are doing so well right now.
well, and there's a demand for these types of homes in these communities. People really like them, and you know, once they start building a community, everybody gets excited about it. They want to sell their old house and move into the new plan and meet all their friends there. So
Absolutely.
as long as they keep building, we'll keep selling.
Well, you are doing that for sure.
Yeah.
Listen, just kind of hint to the audience, you have a very special guest next segment.
I do. I brought my publicist with me. Her name is Carissa Lauren. Her company is Carissa Lauren Collectives, and she is helping me build my brand, and we have some really exciting endorsements we're doing, and she's going to come on and talk with us about it for a couple minutes.
You know, like a reality TV show.
I
in the
love
works.
it. It's so exciting.
We'll be back. Stay with us. This is the Pittsburgh Property Diva, Lauren Klein, on KDKA Radio. All right, Carissa Lauren is here, Carissa Lauren Collectives, and she is a part of the brand that is the Pittsburgh Property Diva. She is our publicist, and we're going to talk to her right now. But in the meantime, if you would like to join in the way of anything in the real estate field, we'd love to hear from you at 866-391-1020. Bank Instant Access, kdkradio.com. And you can always reach the Pittsburgh Property Diva directly by calling 412-628-8286. Lauren. Or should I say Lauren?
Well, I brought Carissa in with me today. We're doing a little social media marketing behind the scenes this morning, and I know it's early, and Carissa, she's such a trooper. So I thought I'd bring her in and give her a chance to tell us what's happening with the whole Pittsburgh Property Diva brand, and where our direction is headed. So tell everybody a little bit about what you do for me and Pittsburgh Property Diva.
Hi everyone, I'm Carissa. I'm Lauren's Diva PR girl, I guess you can say. We've been pretty busy at Diva HQ the last few months. We have a new blog up and running, the Diva blog, where we are featuring a series of women in business. We just decided we're going to call it The Divas Doing Business, where we will highlight a new local woman-owned business every month. We're also going to do a happy hour series, so that's coming soon. We are breaking into the fashion scene and working with several brands up and coming. We have a few photo shoots we're going to plan here for Lauren.
I'm so excited.
I'm down for the happy hour.
Right?
So yeah, it's really exciting. We're right now working with Sotile Fashions, a brand in Brookline. We're getting ready to style Lauren for a shoot and show off some of her professional styles that she can wear during the business.
Yeah, it's super exciting. We also did.
See what happens when you hang out with me? You become a
I
star.
know, right? we also did. We did an endorsement and a blog post on soil candles in Mount Washington.
They're amazing. Yep.
They are the best smelling, longest lasting candles. That I broke up with all my old candle brands. So Soil, SOYIL, in Mount Washington.
We did a blog post on that brand as well, and I'm over here patiently waiting for the fall scents to come out because I'm ready for fall. I don't know about anyone else.
I'm still in that summer scent, that pink sangria I love, and the almond. Oh, they're delicious. So we started giving those away as part of our little closing gifts. We have like closing presents for everybody when they get to the closing table. So try and keep things exciting.
Speaking of giveaways, Lauren's doing a big giveaway on her Facebook page right now as kind of a way to end summer with a bang. So you can head over there and enter 2 of your friends.
Yeah, it's a whole basket of all these really cute, individually wrapped. It's makeup, it's accessories, all kinds of really cute things. But it's all a surprise, so you won't know what it is until I package it up and mail it to you. So go to my Facebook page, pittsburghpropertydiva.com, and enter. And if you want to check out the blog post, that's on Facebook and on the on our website.
Instagram too.
And Instagram. So lots of cool things. And not to mention all the advertising we do for my listings, and we want to give them as much action as possible so that we get those houses up on the market and sold.
So the question is, a lot of people are probably saying, then we're going to talk to Cindy and Allison Park about the Bellevue market. How does this all tie into real estate? It's lifestyle. That's why
it is. It is. And there are different lifestyles for different consumers. And what we try to do is take the stress out of real estate, whether you're a buyer or a seller. And just by having a tried and true process is really what works best for my buyers and my sellers. So never mind, I'm a sort of diva.
You can end up like on the front cover of Vogue someday.
I hope so. Oh my gosh, I'm too short though, I think.
No, you're not.
Yeah, I always tell Lauren, from the PR standpoint, I think it's amazing that she brings so much personality into her real estate, because at the end of the day you want to work with a person, you don't want a salesperson. Right. And Lauren just brings fun into her job. I think that's important.
I do, and I'm rather nurturing. I'm probably
because people need it when
over
they're putting this kind of
nurturing.
money down for the biggest investment of their life. They need somebody that actually is going to be there.
Well, it is a big deal, and that's how I treat it. So my clients are big deals.
And you spend money to make money.
I sure do.
And yes, you do.
Yes, I do.
And I give you credit for that. All right, listen, let's go to Cindy and Allison Park on the air right now, of course, with Carissa and Lauren Klein. Go ahead, Cindy.
Hi, Cindy. Sure.
My question is, my family's going to be selling our relative's house in Bellevue.
Okay.
And we kind of want to know what's the market like there? Is house sell?
Yes.
Readily?
Yes, they do. And I'll tell you, the things that drive the market, Cindy, are location, price, and condition. You want those 3 things to line up. And an agent will help you align those so that based on the condition of the property and the location to arrive at a competitive price so that it does sell. Make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense. My question is, how do you determine what you fix in a home that will give you, like, you don't put too much money into it to get more out of it?
Yes. Yes. A good agent will come over and meet with you and go through your house and say, okay, here's what you absolutely need to do, and here's what you can do if you can afford it, and here are the things that really don't matter. So you want somebody to come in and take their time, take some notes, and really try to guide you through the best way to get that house sold for the most amount of money in the quickest amount of time.
So if our house is not ready, because it needs a lot of tender loving care to, get it fixed. Like, what if it's not ready till, like, the winter? Like, how do houses sell then? Say it's not ready till October, November.
Well, the market is always moving, okay? People move and look for houses for all different reasons. So real estate goes all year round. Now, there are better seasons than others, and if you wanted to wait and really get the house in tip-top shape, wait until the spring market, January, February. Then you'll be in front of more buyers who are out looking for houses.
I think we may not have that luxury, but she may need that money
Sooner
because she's in a she needs it for her care.
I understand, yes. And I have clients like that all of the time. So sometimes time is of the essence, and everybody has to hustle to get that house ready. Ideally, if you work over the next month, 30 to 45 days, and get it listed in September, then the chances of you getting it sold by the end of the year probably are better.
Okay. Well, I really appreciate all your help. What is your agency called again? Like, how would I get a hold of you if I needed that?
I'm with Coldwell Banker, and my number is 412-628-8286.
Well, thank you so much. I will, as we get a little closer to renting it out, then we're going to proceed with that. So I appreciate all your help.
My pleasure. Have a good morning.
See, those are the questions, little questions that really people need help with.
Yes.
And that's why you make it so personal. And that's what we were just talking about moments ago.
Right. You really do. And I'm in the process of getting a house ready to list in September. And the situation is the same. There's not a lot of time, but I have resources and systems in place to help people either move quickly or take their time, get organized, do those things that need to be done or maybe don't need to be done where you don't need to spend money. But yes, that's what I do.
So this brand, in closing, before we move on and thank her for joining us, where would you really envision this brand being 5 years from now as the market evolves and more technology evolves?
Famous, Rob.
Yeah.
Famous.
But
No, kidding.
I actually think you're kind of doing it at the right time, right, with all the technology, Krista, don't you think?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I think social media has helped tremendously grow her brand. Just social media alone, the blog, networking with others, and I think just really putting her out there as a woman in business, as someone who's approachable and people want to work with. I think bringing that element of real estate has helped her.
Speaking of women in business, you're pretty successful. Tell us about you a little bit. We got a couple of minutes left. So how did this whole thing evolve for you?
Well, I started working in fashion and entertainment since I was a kid and kind of grew from there and started event coordinating and positioning people and working in news and opened my first PR firm when I was 22, and here I am 28, so
Yeah,
still going for the dream.
She's excellent.
So old, just
Excellent.
so old.
Yes.
Good for you. That's good. That's good to hear. And you know what? One of the things that I tell people all the time, the thing that I've always done in my career, even though I started very, very young, I've always surrounded myself with young people because they have fresh ideas, and I think that keeps you in contact with what's not just the millennials, but the rest of the world. So it's I think it's a good way to approach your career, Lauren.
Thank you. I'm excited about it, and we've been working together for a little over a month now, and I couldn't be happier. So it's wonderful.
All right, so we want to thank you for being here today.
Sure thing.
Now, if it's interior design, tell everybody they want to stick around.
Kim Barthelmess is going to be calling in for our next segment, and she has some great fall interior design tips for us, and you can always call in and ask her questions too, because she's another cool lady in business.
All right, and ladies and gentlemen, I'm pretty cool myself.
You are cool.
I'm not a lady, but I get it done. All right, nobody works harder than the women of our world, and of course these ladies are working very hard to help you with everything that you need when it comes to the world of real estate. Coldwell Banker of Marysville, over $100 million, it never gets old saying that, in sales. She's incredible. She's an amazing talent. 412-628-8286. We're going to come back and talk interior design, and if you want to join us, if you really want to make your home have a new facelift heading into the fall and the winter and another year, 2019, now is the time to plan. You're going to want to definitely call us at 866-391-1020. Good morning.
That's the only one pixel sound. I could, but that's I could, but the sound issue is.
I do.
I could,
feel like Rob and I are just having a
Just
chat
which
with
one
each other
is it? So
on
you're
the
not,
phone.
am I guessing?
Because
I'm not having that wire. Yeah, well, no. Usually I'm on another.
All day.
Usually I'm on another channel. Oh,
Yeah,
that
you're
sound.
probably
Another channel. Oh, yeah, you can fix that. Okay. I messed it up. Were you watching online?
No, but I saw it hanging down and I was
Yeah. Yeah, no. I'm using that sound and I'm on that camera. So it's pulling all the sound from here. Okay.
I haven't.
Oh my god.
I heard it's fabulous.
Amazing. Our best trips, we had an amazing time, and I always wanted to move to the south, so I just think she's like going to be a very free-spirited, happy-go-lucky little girl.
Good.
How's that Jagoff show going, Chris?
How's the
I
Jagoff?
haven't, you mean undercover Jagoff?
Whatever they show you, Jagoff.
Oh, you Jagoff? I haven't done anything with them for a little while, but I'm launching a new site called Undercover Jagoff, and we're going to be doing some like pranks around town and stuff, and I got a t-shirt and logos. Maybe one of these weeks when I got it official, we'll talk about it. Good on here, but good.
Oh, thanks, Brooke. Appreciate it. You got your
There's one. Yes, you gave it to me.
Already hanging in the thing.
Excellent. I called in this week, Rob, and
I'm
talked
from
to Alice.
Baldwin, South Hills girl.
You go to school there? High school?
When I was younger.
Yeah.
No,
I'm
now.
old now.
Good baby here today.
Dennis's out there. Metropolitan windows, lots of
Okay.
Baldwin people, teachers. That's nice out there.
Yeah. We're
There's some
actually.
little Italian club out there. I don't know. Somebody keeps telling me about it. I don't know.
An Italian club?
Yeah, it's like a little Italian club, like an SOI or something. I'm not sure exactly. Yeah, I saw you taking the call. I thought you were going down.
I took 3 Advil this morning.
Migraine?
I don't know if it's my allergies or the weather
Listen
or what.
to me. Go to the Walgreens nearest you. Get a thing called nasal here. It's $24. It's a nasal spray. All that stuff is sinus related. Boom, boom, and it's gone.
Yeah.
This is a rocket and health advice.
Well, I do doctor shows. I do everything.
Yeah. Sniffling and season.
Records, everything.
I got a host medical criteria by myself. pituitary gland disease.
Oh, jeez, are you kidding me?
Yeah, I've done it all. Open heart surgery, real estate, home
Brain
cooking,
surgery.
sports, Trump, you name it.
Chris, are you able to text Kim from my phone?
Hey, Rob, do you know the
No.
sales exec who has the next client?
Yeah, she cannot. She's stuck right now. It's Christy, but I told them to call you and let him in. I said, we'll send him. It's the guy. I know the guy.
Hey, Kim, go ahead and call in 866-391-1020. That's the number we gave her.
Okay, but you might, well, maybe she's on the line. You just had to pick it up. That's the call line. The studio line is 1123, but that's okay.
Okay.
That's her. That's got to be her.
Kim is online.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
You will need headphones to hear her.
Roger.
And I can talk in your headphones.
I can't wait.
Thanks, Jen.
I swear to God, I look like a Hershey kid again. I have never looked this bad in my entire life. I'm just done.
No, you're not.
Lauren told me 5 minutes before I was going to go on this morning so I could do my hair.
Well, 28. I never did my hair at 28. I just showed up. Hey, wait till you're 61.
Chris, I was telling Brock about Fat Dad, where he gets up behind Jen and does relations. So as soon as I put my headset on, Brock said, relations.
And here we go.
Have you seen that?
Hey, I'm gonna run down and get them.
Pittsburgh work. This is Pittsburgh work.
Relations.
Voice of Pittsburgh. KDK.
All right, we were telling you going into the news at the bottom of the hour, interior design. We're going to focus on that, giving you the total package of real estate, especially what is going on inside that home of yours. And especially if you're thinking about maybe sprucing it up a little bit before you put it on the market, you've come to the right place. Isn't that right, Pittsburgh Property Diva?
Yes, that is correct. And we have Kim Barthelmess from Barthelmess Designs joining me this morning. Good morning, Kim.
Good morning, Lauren.
How are you today?
I'm great, thank you. How are you doing?
Good. So, I want to jump right in because we don't have a whole ton of time. But I want you to share with us any interior, exterior, fall trends for designing.
Sure. So, I guess I'm going to mostly focus on interior.
Okay.
Because that's my specialty. But the first thing I'd like to mention is that, a few colors that we're going to see a ton of this fall.
Oh, tell me.
Yeah, so we have already started to see navy, but it is going to be everywhere this fall. It's just a great soothing color for the cooler months. And gold, which we started seeing more of in the spring, which we know is a rehash from the 70s. That's gonna continue. That's not going anywhere. And of course, pink. We saw that creep in onto the site a couple years ago. That's gaining favor, as well as black and other darker neutrals.
Okay. So when you say pink, are you talking like pink walls or pink accessories or both?
So it can be anything depending on your comfort level, which actually that's a great question, Lauren. So, if you just want to not really commit to a trend, it's always great to start with pillows and accessories so they can be changed out very, very easily without calling a contractor or a painter or whatever. So that's a quick and easy way to get up to date on some of the trends. If that's not an issue for you, then do it. Like, go for your walls. Buy a beautiful pink chair. hair. I mean, how fun would that be?
Okay, I love it. I love it. And I love navy blue. I did my living room this year in grays and beige and navy blue with navy blue accessories, and it looks so pretty. But I am reluctant to paint a wall navy blue. I don't know why. It just scares me.
So that would be absolutely stunning. And something that I was going to talk about a little farther down here, I'll mention this, but wall covering is so popular right now. And I think a lot of people are afraid of wall covering just because they've had to strip it at some point. And it's, bad memories. But removable wallpaper is so hot right now. And I don't know, I think you might at first thought think that, oh, that's probably, really basic, whatever. It is not. The patterns are stunning. And that way you can use it without it being a major commitment.
Right. I love this idea, removable wallpaper. Where do you find that?
I do too. So one company that I love is called Chasing Paper. They have stunning patterns. But believe it or not, you can even get it at Target. And they have nice patterns as well online. I'm not sure about in the stores, but it's a great way to sort of dip your toe into that trend without, having to strip it a couple years from now.
Right, that long-term commitment.
Exactly.
Now, as far as this removable wallpaper goes, because I really like this idea,
I know.
How hard is it for the regular person to put up? Or do you need a professional to put it up?
So it depends on your skill. So, of course, you can do it yourself. If you're short on time or maybe, not handy, then maybe you want to have someone do it for you. But you definitely can do it by yourself.
Okay.
Or, with a friend if the pattern is large and takes a lot of, a lot of maneuvering to get the pattern correct.
Sure.
In fact, I'm going to invite the founder of Chasing Paper onto Design Chat here shortly.
Oh, that's a good idea. Chasing Paper. Well, we have to put that on our Facebook page because I think that is a really cool concept, and it's easy, and you don't have to make that long-term glue removal commitment that nobody wants to do.
Exactly. So then the other thing that I wanted to mention is, what we're seeing coming up in the fall is for two different styles. We're seeing a lot of artisan folk style, which is handcrafted pieces that add warmth to your space, and that can be anything from rattan, basket, quilts, seeing a lot of texture,
Okay.
which, I personally love. And then also Scandinavian style, 1950s nostalgia with a modern twist. And that's actually just born from the mid-century modern style that's been so popular for the last couple of years.
I love that too. So Kim, if people have questions or if they want more information on your design tips and what we've talked about this morning, where can they go and where can they call?
Sure. So I can be followed on all social media platforms at Barthelmess Design. You can also call me at 412-215-8911.
I love it. Thank you so much. I actually think we have another minute or two.
Okay.
Oh, I have 4 minutes. You know what? I'm watching the clock and I don't even know what time it is, honestly. I want to go back to pink real quick and gold. Oh, for some reason, gold is one of my least favorite colors. I don't know why, I just don't like it, but I do love pink. Are we talking that real soft, like baby pink?
So it can be any range, like
Okay.
even a brighter pink. And so have you ever seen pink and gold together? It's actually stunning.
Okay.
Really, really
Maybe I need to
beautiful.
rethink that.
Yeah, it just doesn't, even though it is a rehash from the 70s, it doesn't have to be that real harsh, kind of brassy color.
Yeah.
Gold comes in a variety of ranges, and it is beautiful. I mean, just give it a chance. It takes
Give it a chance.
A while.
Well,
Yeah.
if I wanted to see an example of pink and gold together in an interior design, could I find it on your website or on your Facebook page?
No, not on my Facebook page, but I could find something for you.
Okay. You send it to me because I'm open.
Yeah, it's just a fresher approach, and it wouldn't be equal amounts of both colors. You would want to do it with a gentle touch.
Okay.
Maybe more gold and a touch of pink, or vice versa.
I got you.
Yeah, and speaking of gold, I mean, I'm sure you know this, but brass is back with a vengeance. It has been for a couple years. So, again, not the high, shiny brass from, I guess it was the 80s.
The 80s, yes.
Yeah, it's not that. It's more of a muted brass, which looks beautiful on a piece of furniture. So if you have a favorite piece that might have silver hardware on it, you could easily change that out to a gold where you get a fresher look.
Nice. Well, those are all wonderful tips. Thank you so much for calling in and joining me this morning. I appreciate you.
Well, thank you so much, Lauren. I look forward to talking to you soon.
Okay, thank you.
Have a great day.
You too.
Sure.
Bye.
All right, we'll come back. One more segment with the Pittsburgh Property Diva, Lauren Klein on KDKA Radio. Good morning. All right, we're back. So let's kind of spend a couple of minutes here. First off, just before we go any further, Chris, do me a favor, grab one of these mics. You know, Carissa's going to do a great job.
She is already.
I mean, she is, and there's no doubt. And congratulations to her. She's expecting her first child. That's an exciting time.
Baby girl.
But your husband, and I'm not just saying this because he's in the room. I actually am. No. This guy is on the cutting edge when it comes to all of the stuff that is social media. Pittsburgh Beautiful. He brings literally a truckload of equipment in here and does such a fabulous job. So you can use the help of her, no doubt, but it really begins and ends with this giant of the social media world, and he is that. He's incredible.
Yes, he's an influencer in social media, and I love him. He's so great at what he does, and he helps me so much. And I can't forget to thank Erin too. She's on the road right now. She's on her way to vacation, so rude to leave me all by myself. But yes, between Erin keeping all my paperwork, my clients, helping me with my clients, and Chris with all the social media marketing that he does for me on my Pittsburgh Property Diva Facebook page, Instagram, Twitter, my website. He's got his own thing going on with Pittsburgh Beautiful, and lots of really exciting things happening in Pittsburgh that we love.
You work so hard, too, and Chris can attest to this because he's been in the business. And I drove by the other night, a real estate branch in Beaver County, grand opening of a new building. And it was later in the evening, and I'd been out doing a bunch of videos and working here and what have you, and I was tired. But I thought how hard all these people work, and it was late at night, and they'd been there since early this morning, and they were there for customers and greeting and what have you. I don't think people realize if you want to get into real estate, it's rewarding, but you really work hard.
You're 7 days a week.
Yeah.
No doubt. Vacations are nearly impossible, and it is a hard job. And the agents who do well and work hard and take really good care of their clients, that's the most important thing. That when you take care of your clients, that they leave you knowing that they were in good hands and they trust you. To get them through this very arduous transaction sometimes.
Chris, let me ask you, because you were in the finance end of the business, but you know buying and selling and obviously social media better than anyone in this room anyway. Yeah. Has it really evolved since you started in this business to where it's more than just the multi-list, which is great with that local ad in the paper? Once the computer became a part of the industry, all bets were off. But now with Facebook and Instagram and Twitter and YouTube, I mean, you really have to make sure that you're fine-tuned, right?
Yeah, I'm actually afraid to say anything because of all those nice things that you guys were saying earlier. I might just mess up my image.
No. With the hair you got, you can't mess up.
Come on. Come on, Rob.
Just do me a favor. Let me borrow it for the weekend.
It's yours. It's yours. It's such a pain. So anyway,
shut up.
Anyway, to answer your question directly, yeah, of course it's changed. I mean, it's 100% different from when I got into business many decades ago, and everything is I'd wager to say it's probably 100% online, internet. You know, the days of the old multi-list books that were 500 pages that you would have to page through are gone. So now everything is right at your fingertips, so it's extremely important to be able to utilize the technology. And also, it's not just that it has changed, it's changing literally almost every single day.
And you really keep up with it.
He does.
You're always
he's so good
having new things and new avenues to go down. So I think it's made a huge difference in what I do for my sellers. My buyers, not so much, but there's always buyers out there that are looking. But my sellers, I want to get them in front of as many people as I possibly can through my social media platforms.
Has it gotten so big, both of you, that it has become a turnkey to where somebody in California looks at a post or a thing and says, okay, that's it, get me the key, here comes the check? I mean, you want that personal, you want to actually sit down face to face, but in some cases you can, because some people live at the speed of sound, and they're always on the move, they're always evolving, always changing. But has social media gotten that good that you could actually sell a house by that way?
It has, and I have.
Wow.
But, you know, I always talk about people move for different reasons at different paces.
Right.
So I do have relocation clients who come in and literally have one day or 2 days to find a house. And sometimes we don't find the house that they want when we're together. And then I'm kind of on my own scouting and going by FaceTime and getting as much information as I possibly can. And I've sold houses to people that they have not walked through. So that takes a lot of trust.
I'm not in the market for anything. I'm just living for today. But I love looking at all these houses
A lot
and
of
things
people
you're listening.
do.
Yeah, because you know what? You get a sense of what people are doing right now, and it gives you dialogue. So when you're doing a show like this, or talking to someone, or you're out at the mall or what have you, or looking online, you at least know what's trending in the world.
Yes, it is not hard to keep up with all of the websites we have to look at, and all the social media, and different agents do different things, and Chris tries to keep our brand and what we do, in front of people as much as possible. So thank you.
Yeah, thank you. You do a great job.
Yeah, what's happening on Pittsburgh Beautiful?
You're welcome.
Anything exciting?
There's always a lot of exciting things going on. Lauren looks at me like, all right, of course. Yeah, we have some things coming up in October. There is something called Doors Open Pittsburgh, and we're going to be featuring some of the buildings that are open for tour. For those of you who don't know, Doors Open Pittsburgh is an opportunity over a weekend for everybody to come walk through some of the historic buildings in Pittsburgh. I think there's actually almost 50 buildings that are open, and you can find them online. Doors Open Pittsburgh, really easy to find. But Pittsburgh Beautiful is, we're fortunate to be able to have done some virtual 3D tours of some of the historic buildings, and we'll be unveiling them on our website over the next month. So that's really exciting. Looking forward to that.
And that's in October?
October 5th and 6th is the event. You can buy tickets. You go online to Doors Open Pittsburgh, or you can go to pittsburghbeautiful.com. That'll be up soon.
Cool.
And listen, I've been talking about for weeks, months, years on the radio, I know, about the social environment and the development and business and where we're headed and all the expectations of what could be coming this way. And I mentioned that subdivision being built in Beaver County. I hope you understand there's a reason there's a lot of for sale signs and sold signs in that subdivision in Beaver County. The first of its kind that I can remember in the last 25 years, that's significant. We are definitely headed in the right direction.
Oh yes, I think it is. We are coming up on a very exciting time in Pittsburgh, and I love the real estate market here. I love doing business here. I love doing business with out-of-towners who come here for the first time and fall in love with it.
Absolutely.
And the people that were born and raised here. And I have my snowbirds that have been here for years, and now they just want to be warm all year round. So we have a lot of exciting things going on here.
Well, just keep
all the time.
Keep doing what you're doing.
Thank you.
And by the way, they'll be back with us next month, and starting next month, 2 weeks out of the month. So we're happy for that because she's busy, Chris is busy. So if we can get them for 2 weeks, we're very happy. So until then, have yourself a great rest of the day and rest of the summer.
Thank you, you too.
Listen, very near and dear to my heart, the Community College of Beaver County, $1 million grant is something that we're going to be talking about. Richard K. Mellon Foundation. That's a great name in Pittsburgh. We have a lot of